Greetings, Captains, and welcome back to another episode of Starfleet Command. Orion Pirates +1. I am Commodore Tarek of the heavy battlecruiser USS Rebel, as we continue our campaign against the Romulan Star Empire. And we are currently whittling away at the edges of the enemy empire, causing a little bit of havoc, a little bit of damage, and going up north here. Last time, unfortunately, we had to fight one of the most annoying light cruiser captains ever, who just spent the whole game in cloak. Like, that's all he did. He cloaked at the start of the match, and didn't decloak until we finally killed him, which was pretty frustrating. But without further ado, let's set off and continue on our patrol. We're trying to stay out here a little bit longer than we normally would. We took a little bit of a beating from that light cruiser. He did decloak at the very last moment to dump a plasma torpedo on our stern, but we should be fine. So let's increase the speed of time. Escorted today by the Ace of Spades, armed with a D-type plasma torpedo, an F-type plasma torpedo, and two phaser 3s, squaring off against an RBHE, so a battle frigate, and a freighter of some description. Interesting, so hopefully we'll be able to bully them just a little bit. We'll set up our Wild Weasel and our Scatter Pack for the amount of damage we'd like to deal. Increase the speed of the ship. Actually, we know we need to decrease the speed of the ship because we need to go countermeasures. So I can afford, what, 3 points of energy? Yeah, 3 points of energy in countermeasures right now. Increase the speed of time. Oh, the third vessel has shown up. It is another freighter, and you are, what, a PT-1? An FTQ. So you actually could have big plasma torpedoes. I'm going to send a probe your way just because I would like to know. If you do have big plasma, you can let me know. And also make sure we don't forget, get the forward shields to a maximum reinforce value so that we're all set up. Because I'm expecting 2 plasmas and 2 phaser 1s, but it might be nothing. No, it's just a whole bunch of phasers. So we've got... And it's a Romulan frigate has shown up as well. So this is one of the most popular areas in space right now. Plasma or photon torpedo set to proximity. We are within a range of 30. That should be a 50% accuracy. 2 hits. So you are maintaining accuracy at 50%. Not the best you've ever done, but certainly not terrible. Send a couple of missiles this way. If we can pull this out, yeah, we should be fine with that. He won't cloak, because we are outside his plasma F range. Although if he is a phaser frigate, he's going to shoot all these down. Which, you know, they're not super uncommon. He is a D-type plasma frigate. He's managed to shoot them all down while also dumping a Wild Weasel, because the AI is not exactly clever. Yeah, he's a defensive frigate. That's all he does, is he shoots down missiles. I'm going to ignore you. You're not any danger to anybody, but I will come right in on you, set our photon torpedoes to normal. They're not going to be able to fire into this, and also let's actually no, we're just using phasers in this round, because the photon torpedoes aren't ready, and the missiles would be a waste of fire. Slow down, get that forward shield a little bit more buffed, because we're about to hit a whole bunch of phaser 1s. He is reinforcing his shields as much as he can. The Gallia X Rhea, as we pull in relatively close. That's right, show me that juicy stern so I can get free shots in at your power coils. Photon torpedoes are just about ready as we'll come around. Hopefully we can maintain the angle. It is going to be kind of tight, but I think we got it. 4 photon torpedoes, nailing him at point-blank range. 1, 2, and he managed to pick them both up. We are getting bombed just a little bit, but it doesn't seem to be too big of a deal just yet. What's this freighter armed with? Also D-type plasma torpedoes. Interesting. Oh, so we ran into basically the escort fleet. Got to get this the Jaya Heart away from us because our stern shields are currently not in a good spot right now. Do I fire the phasers into this, or do I wait for a better angle? I'll wait for a better range, not a better angle. Get me within 5, and cut open that shield. There, you've got no stern shields. He also doesn't have any scatter packs. Interesting. I don't need any Wild Weasels in this because nobody has plasma torpedoes, which is actually pretty funny to me, because all of their plasma torpedoes are defensive-style plasma torpedoes. Our stern shield is down, which means, yeah, this FTQ is right on my tail, and I'm not happy about it. So I'm going to dump a little bit of a mine, see if I can't get him off. You do have plasma torpedoes in rather significant numbers. Who are you going to fire them at? That is the really important question here. Do you really want to invite what I'm about to send your way? Okay, I guess he does. So we're going to fire our phasers first, and then wait for him to pull outside of range. I'll follow with a missile. Oh, crap. Unfortunately... Well, fortunately for me, he also deployed his Wild Weasel at the same moment. Photon torpedoes, 50% accuracy. 3 of them managed to hit. Nice. That'll work wonders there. And as soon as my missiles are ready again, I'll give the JF Heart another little love tap. Actually, let's give him a love tap right now. Let's have fun with that one as we focus down the Gallia X Rhea. Phasers are almost cycled. Well, actually, no, the forward phaser is ready to cycle and go. Make sure that we do not fire our missiles because we don't have enough. Okay, now we can fire our missiles. I think that'll actually be the last of them. We are out of ammo for the missile launchers. More phasers. There we go. Took out the Gallia X-Ray. We'll come around. You are now the next most dangerous target because you're basically helpless. And we took out the random PTQ. So let's focus on this double raider. Any repairs that we need to make? The Phaser 3 is a little bit dented, but not too bad. So we're going to keep that just fine. Give me the power readouts so that I know how much energy I can sap for more speed. Because he's traveling at a speed of 22, which is pretty considerable. And you've taken a decent amount of damage. You're not out of the fight by any stretch of the imagination, but, you know, decent amount of damage is a decent amount of damage. So ready for photon torpedo bombardment. As soon as we get the system online, we will be within a range of 12, which will be actually really accurate photon torpedoes. Actually, normal mode, we're going to close to a range of low 5. That'll give us a 60% accuracy. There we go. 4 photon torpedoes, of which 3 hit, followed up by a nice little phaser barrage right in there. And that's knocked out his defensive plasma torpedo. Unfortunately, we don't have any missiles to exploit that. We'll patch up a couple of those. The laboratories to help the shield regeneration rate a little bit. And I'll give him a mind just to sort of tell him to back off on that turn a little bit. He probably won't pay too much attention to it, but every little bit helps. He does not have a shuttle bay, so I actually could fire into him, but I do think the D-type plasma torpedoes would take care of my scatter pack without too much trouble, so we're going to avoid investing in that. The phasers, however, are just about ready to come online. Come on, how close can I curl? That'll be probably about as good as we can get. Unfortunately, not as much damage as I'd like. Was hoping to kind of knife through there, but I suppose a shot from a range of 7 is not particularly good. Let's see if we can't line up. Nope, we're not going to be able to get on that stern shot, but we are pulling in relatively nicely so far. Photon torpedoes still not yet ready to fire, although they will be relatively shortly. Phasers, get involved with that one, and if I can keep this angle going, I'm going to have photon torpedo shots into a downed stern shield, which will be nice. So, photon torpedoes, come on. There we go, pouring them on. One of them had to knock out his shield, so only did 17 damage, but the phaser's able to finish mopping that up. And it is now just us and the Purginator. And a plasma torpedo from the Ace of Spades, perfectly timed to slip right in between those two shields, which has really caused a decent amount of damage to him. Our port side phaser is ready, well, almost ready to go. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a great target. I'd like to pull around to this edge here before I fire it because, well, phasers into downed hulls is really nice. And there's the angle we're looking for, and managed to wipe him out. Oh, an excellently flown mission. Okay, a little bit of a mess, but that's fine. So let's see what we got. How much prestige was that little patrol worth? We didn't take too much damage, although our missile count is definitely on the low side. 370 prestige, not bad at all, and a neutralized tile. And we've got 2 planets and a station here, so this little neighborhood up here is going to be difficult to take. Let's pop in here so we can get shipyard assault or planetary assault. I'm going to go on the planetary assault because we could get lucky and we'll get that one planet that has no defenses. Or we could get unlucky and we'll have the planet that has all the defenses. And what are you? You are a PLPH3, so you are a planet that has all the defenses. Alright, let's quickly come in here, make sure that we set up our Wild Weasel and our scatter pack. We are escorted today by... Oh, no, our enemy is a heavy cruiser. Enemy is a KEF, so a King Eagle, I want to say, but I'm not positive on that. And our friends are the GCS Dracora, Dracunus Macoites, and the GCS Death Beast. Once again, the Death Beast, one of the most hilarious names in this game. It's just trying so very, very hard to be edgy. So let's pick up the speed. We need the S key, not the A key. And there we go. The phase capacitor is fully ready. So send a probe. Let's find out what else is out there, because I'm willing to assume there's probably a ship over here, or maybe over here as well. Because if it's just a single King Eagle, we could probably take that. We could probably take that by ourselves, actually. No, it looks like he's all on his lonesome. So are you armed with a Mauler? Because if so, that would just make my week. No, he's got an R-type plasma torpedo and 2 Fs. I don't anticipate he'll be able to keep up the speed, though. So let's pick up our speed. Also, we need to make sure that we come in here quickly. Not this button, and go to 6, because we know that he'll try and outrace us at 6. That is just facts. True facts, those. The fact that true facts is a phrase that is now uttered by people unironically is painful. Anyway, let's increase the speed of time, because we got to get within range. Oh, we're in within range. How nice. Plasma or photon torpedoes, proximity mode engagement from maximum range, and start the turn. Ooh, managed to get 2 good hits on him. Not bad. He is doing a speed of 22, and I have 2 points of energy that I can invest. Because I'm not going to prep any more Wild Weasels. You are a PF Tender. That is an interesting thing. So he's a PF Tender with an R-type plasma torpedo. So each one of these is currently packing 2 plasma F torpedoes. That's significant amounts of firepower. To the point where I don't think they can cloak, so take them out. Auxiliary missile launchers are actually pretty good at taking out pseudo-frigates. So that's what we're going to do. Probably actually could have spread them out with 2 at each. rather than going 4-on-1, but I want to make sure that we get that kill because it's a dangerous thing. So let's just make sure we keep our range from him as our missiles come soaring in. They don't have shuttle bays, they don't have tractor beams, and they've only got a single phaser 1. So even if they shoot down 2, I do anticipate we'll kill him. And the Gia? Yeah, we got the 1. And let's go Aux Launcher 2. Now we'll target our King Eagle friend. Our plasma torpedoes, or photon torpedoes. Why do I keep calling them plasma torpedoes? You managed to hit no times. That is a lot of incoming plasma. Just a bad day for the Queen. This is why pseudo-frigates are terrifying. When we were doing our Romulan campaign, we pretty much picked pseudo-frigate tenders because of that. I mean, every single one of these is packing 2 F-type plasma torpedoes. And that is just an outrageous amount of firepower. There goes his R, but it was a fake. I didn't have any more. I think if we come in, time this just right, we might actually be able to steal the kill on this. Hi. Bye. Onto the planet. Send a probe. Let's find out exactly what we're dealing with here. Speed of time to the maximum. Slow down a little bit and make sure that the forward shield is getting buffed. It is not, so we're taking damage. Reinforce that to the maximum layer. We're going to basically get to a range of 55 and then slow down, and we're just going to slowly crunch our way in. Because getting through that is going to be hard. There's no other way to put that. Missiles are not going to work. We can't bring enough of them to bear to get through this. Because he's got 12... 6, yeah, he's got 16 phaser 3s. There's no amount of 6 missile volleys that I can send that will get through what he has. Nothing. How are you doing on electronic countermeasures? So we're beating him on electronic countermeasures, but the first barrage of our photon torpedoes did absolutely nothing. Didn't even touch it. But again, maximum range, 33% accuracy. Once we get within a range of 30, it'll be 50% accuracy. So if I don't hit anything at that point, I'm going to say bugged. There we go. Managed to get some good hits in there. Unfortunately... Oh, good. So we are starting to chomp them down relatively well. And that's a lot of phaser fire. Oh, boy. We're going to have to rely on them basically to open up a hole for us, and then once they do that, then we'll be able to win. But until that happens, we're basically just stuck here. Slowly but surely. Let's get, how much energy is in that forward shield? That's important. It's important to know these things. A decent amount. Come on, whittle down his shields until, we can win. Because if we don't, then it doesn't matter. We won't be able to... If they don't knock out the shields, we can't. We just don't have the firepower to do it. So what we need is for them to spread out a bit so that we can attack a shield that he's not buffing. Did we get a hole? No, we didn't. Stay on the photon torpedoes. He's not focusing on us, which is pretty nice. But I'm not sure how long that will last. He also has S-type plasma torpedoes, which are scary. Did you get a hole? Nope, not yet. All up and shoot. We need to basically cut down a hole in something. There we go, we got a hole. And he's holding on to those. Interesting. So we're going to just fire everything we've got, because as long as we've got a hole, we've just got to continue to exploit it. Just fire absolutely everything you have into it, because if the shields ever come back up, the amount of energy he has to buff that is just huge. So just keep blasting away, and steadily we'll work him down. More photon torpedoes getting involved. All of them hit with that one. And how many Marines does he have on the planet? Because that'll be important at some point. 30 Marines, so... Oh, we lost our pseudo-frigate tender. That was very, very bad. Because we need that. Again, we cannot afford to let his shields come back up. He is still taking long-range plasma torpedo fire, which is essential here. And here comes a shot. Slow down the speed of time. Dump a wild weasel. I don't want to get hit by it. Come over here. Prep me another wild weasel. And increase the speed of time again. Something is hitting that thing, and I don't know what it is. Come on, photon torpedoes are about to cycle again. Come on, we need to just keep the fire going. We cannot afford to not keep this exploited. How much energy in that forward shield? 15. That's actually enough. Wild Weasel's ready, so we're going to shut that off because there's no point in having it on. Deselect that. Oh boy, here it comes. The forward shield is a holding, but it's not going to be able to hold many more times past that. Good hits. We're getting good hits in here. We're doing enough damage, though. I can't afford to spend the power to check a probe. But I think we're hitting important targets here. Operative word, of course, being think. Keep the phasers cycling through. Again, if at any point this shield comes back up, we're done. We won't be able to do anything to it. But as long as this shield stays down, we can exploit it. So another long-range plasma torpedo. Getting good shots in. Oh, good. Pick up the speed. We're getting in close. We are going to take this planet down. How many Marines are left? 16. So we're still a little bit of ways from being able to do that. Proton torpedoes slamming into him, managing to get pretty good hits in there. 14. He still has that phaser 4. We're still trying to knock that thing out. Once we get that out, then he's basically helpless. Because I think he has no more plasma torpedoes. Send another probe, find out. Yeah, no more plasma torpedoes. He's using 2 phaser 4s, which are dealing a pretty decent amount of damage to our forward shield, but we should be able to take that out before we get too close. Especially with the constant barrage that he's supplying as well. So almost in range. He's down to 10. And I think we've managed to take out all of his real defenses. We've just got to get within range to finish him off. Unfortunately, that won't flip this tile, but it will deal a decent amount of damage to it. Which is kind of impressive, because I was not anticipating us being able to come in here to take on a planet with the sort of setup that we currently had going. Bring me closer, so I can hit him with my phasers. Oh, actually, photon torpedoes set to normal mode. Yeah, there we go. 4 good hits on that. Plus all the phasers. Doing good work. Down to 3. We are within transporter range. And I'll stop because he's down to 2 Marines. Give me a last barrage. There we go, just to make sure that he doesn't cycle anything back online. And capture. Go. Sending our Marines in to take out this planet. Whew. So the initial fight wasn't all that tough, but it's the planet. Planets are dangerous. They're difficult to get through, and we don't have really the firepower to do it. 4 photon torpedoes is just not enough energy to smash through the defenses on a planet. So maybe 6, maybe, but the amount of reinforcement a planet gets for what it can throw into its shields is pretty massive. So we always have to keep that in mind whenever we try and go up against one, which is one of the reasons why we've avoided planetary and base assaults so much, because we just don't have the siege energy to punch through it. 495 prestige, and the Empire defense is down to 45. So, yeah, let's pop down here. Just briefly, we're at 4,233 prestige. That's not bad. Pop over here. I don't want to go home just about yet. Surprise reversed, an excellent mission for a battlecruiser like us. We're practically made for this sort of operation. Red alert, increased speed. We have our targets over in that direction. Not escorted by anybody, but we are squaring off against Orions. It does appear to be a light cruiser, a light... Yeah, 1 light cruiser and 3 frigates. That's a really small surprise reversed, actually. We will, of course, prep one of these. Yeah, it's not ideal for long-term fighting, but I want to make sure that he doesn't get an opportunity to actually do anything to us. Increase the speed of a time. That way we can get right up on top of these guys and just cause all the damage and havoc that we could ever want and hope for. And almost at maximum speed. We have to wait for the photon torpedoes to finish charging, and then we'll be able to just rush up as quick as we can. There we go. Maximum speed of 31 confirmed. And you know what? I'm going to do this. It's not a brilliant strategy, but it's a strategy that'll work, I think. Possibly. Maybe. We'll find out. Also need to invest 2 more missiles into it to make it work. There we go. Slow down the speed of time because we're about to pass over everything that we need to actually be killing. All of them select except for the missile launchers, because we've already committed those to a different target. And let's just get right on top of them. Oh, I'm hearing D-type plasma torpedoes. Maximum reinforcement of the forward. 4 good hits with the photon torpedoes, managing to absolutely slam on into them. Only did 89 damage. A couple of missiles not able to fully get out. Oh, 1 did. So that'll be a hit, and we'll follow up with 2 more. And hopefully these 2 more missiles will be enough to shove him over the edge and kill him. So we'll have to wait for it. So you're also around, and you have an F-type plasma torpedo. There we go, he's done for. Avoid the little alert, that would be very bad to have. We pulled outside of our range of being able to see whether or not you could fight me. But that's alright, we're not yet ready to deploy our scatter pack. One of you, however, has a D-type plasma torpedo, which we must avoid, unfortunately. And it is not you. So dump our scatter pack on top of you. Come around on here. Unselect these so we can just get right on top of it. Do I have auxiliary power? I'm currently shoving a lot of power into that forward shield reinforcement, which I don't need. So we'll get right on top of you. And basically hit you with all the phasers, which we have a pretty decent number of phasers. I mean, there's 10 of them. Can you imagine once we go up to phaser X's? That's going to be hilarious. So almost on top. There we are. There we go. Just enough damage to kill him. Fire those out there. That should be able to overwhelm his defenses. Unfortunately, you have D-type plasma torpedoes. A lot of D-type plasma torpedoes. So he'll be able to shoot those down, unfortunately. We just don't have an angle there, so we're going to just head on right for you. And photon torpedoes should be ready relatively shortly. We might be able to get a good shot in here that'll end him. I hope, anyway. Slow down. Photon torpedoes almost ready. All weapons. And wait for it, wait for it, wait for the phaser so we can get maximum alpha. There we go. That's what we were waiting for. So we can get maximum amounts of alpha damage. Anything less, and we might not kill him. And we do have a photon torpedo ready to shoot. Good shooting. I approve. Phasers, blinking away. And onto you. And nope, didn't quite do what I wanted to do. But the phasers should be able to finish you off. Not quite. Wow, you're actually surprisingly tough. Come around with you. Photon torpedoes managed to miss. There we go. That photon torpedo managed to hit. And he just came active. Dealing a decent amount of damage to him. He only has a single photon torpedo, so I think we've mostly got him. Could be wrong, but I don't think he's got enough systems on board to stop me from doing what I want to do, which is, well, kill him. Cut through that shield. Increase speed of time. He doesn't have a scatter pack, he doesn't have real plasma torpedoes, he's also got defensive plasma torpedoes. We're basically going to beat the crap out of him. There we go. And a nice little pickup of 300 prestige right there, just for the little giggles. Nothing too difficult, just more money. See how much prestige? Well, we know how much prestige. It's going to be 300. And a tile taken, which gives us more reach into the area, as we'll continue to keep the pressure on 21-9. But that's going to do it for today's episode. I've been Tarek. If you like what you've been seeing, hit that like button and subscribe. Before I receive a notification, every time I post one of these videos, press the little bell icon, leave a comment. I will see you all in the next episode.